What's up, everybody, man? It's your boy, Mr. Duga, coming at y'all with another video, man. And tonight, man, I'm going to talk about Sunday Night Football's matchup. You had the Seattle Seahawks beating the Kansas City Chiefs 38-31. You know, it was a big-time game, a shootout type of game. You know, and I want to give a congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks on clinching the NFC wildcard spot. So now it looks like the last wildcard spot is going to come down between my Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. You know, the game started off, Carsen got in the end zone for the Seahawks to give them a 7-0 lead. Then Bucker kicked the field goal to make it 7-3. Then Mahomes hit Damian Williams on a touchdown to give Kansas City a 10-7 lead. Excuse me, then Wilson hit Vanett on a touchdown to give Seattle a 14-10 lead. Janikowski added a field goal to make it 17-10 Seattle. Mahomes with a crazy-looking sidearm Quartark pass to Charcandrick West to tie the game up at 17. You know, then Russell Wilson hit Doug Baldwin on a nice pass and a nice catch from him to give Seattle a 24-17 lead. You know, then Bucker added another field goal to cut the lead to 24-20. Then Russell Wilson, he threw a sidearm touchdown pass to Ed Dixon to give Seattle a 31-20 lead. Mahomes hit Robinson on a touchdown pass, and he ran in for the two-point conversion to cut the lead to 31-28. Carsen got his second rushing touchdown of the night to put Seattle up 38-28. You know, Bucker kicked the field goal to cut it to 38-31, and the Seahawks recovered the onside kick, went in victory formation, and then they clinched the NFC wildcard spot. This was a very entertaining game, man, between two quarterbacks, man. Both of them were drafted in the Major League Baseball draft. They both got the little sidearm, baseball player type of releases at times. And they both put on a show, man. Russell Wilson had a great game. You know, Mahomes had a really, really good game, man. They battled, they went back and forth. You know, the Chiefs, they fell short. Now they gotta beat the Raiders next week to get home field advantage. And the Seahawks clinched the wild card spot. You know, we'll see if they'll be fifth or sixth, depending on what happened with the Vikings next week. Good team win. Good team win. Like I said, Russell Wilson, I don't think nobody want to see him in the playoffs like that. You know, he's dangerous. He's a Super Bowl champion. He knows what it takes to win. You know, Pete Carroll is a really, really, really good coach. Like they got a run game now with Carsen. You know, their rookie Rashad Penny, didn't play tonight. But they got a solid running game with Chris Carson, and they could throw in Mike Davis out there. You know, they got steady receiver play with Doug Baldwin and with Tyler Lockett. They got other young receivers like Moore, and Brown that could step up and do things here and there. Defensively, Frank Clark on that D-line, he gets after the quarterback. And, of course, they got the all-world middle linebacker and Bobby Wagner. And the young players in the secondary are playing well. You know, this is a dangerous team going into the NFC playoffs. And when you look at the Chiefs, I feel like they missing Kareem Hunt, man. They did what they had to do. They had to release him for what he did. But they don't have Williams gave him 100 yards rushing tonight. But I feel like going forward, they won't have a consistent enough running game. You know, Seattle, now more teams are starting to really focus more on Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill, which they both didn't really have big games tonight. Which Mahomes did a good job of getting his other receivers involved, getting them the football and making plays, throwing it to them. But it was a shootout and the Seahawks pulled it out, 38-31. Shout out to them. They got a good home field advantage, but the playoffs, they're going to be traveling on the road. Let's see how they do on the road, but they got a championship quarterback, a championship coach. They're a championship organization. It's going to be tough to knock them out. And the Chiefs, they're a young team, but they win next week at home against the Raiders, a very winnable game. They got home field advantage throughout the AFC, and we all know it's tough to win at Arrowhead Stadium, regardless of who the quarterback is, But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Go and give me a subscribe. I'm going to have NFL content throughout the season. Y'all have a blessed one. Fly, Eagles, fly.